Welcome to Coffee with the Supervisor, and I have two special guests today. We have Dajuon.
Hello.
And we have Nicole, and they are from Northwell Health. And they're here to talk about something that we all should worry about, cancer. And we're going to talk about the cancer screening project and the breast and prostate, education?
Yes, peer education.
Peer education. However you slice it, the more we know about the threat that cancer poses, and the more we get it, if we get cancer, if we get it too early, we can address it and overcome it. And the survival rate for cancer has been going right up through the roof because of people like Nicole and DJ. Tell us about the cancer screening program.
Sure. So again, my name's Nicole Menard. I am the outreach coordinator for the Cancer Services program for about 7 years now. And the Cancer Services program is a New York State Department of Health program. And the project aims to increase cancer screenings among Suffolk County residents who are uninsured and underinsured.
So if people don't have insurance.
Correct.
Or their insurance has a large deductible.
Correct.
Some of them are nervous about getting screening because of the cost, et cetera, et cetera. So what you're saying is this is a program that, hey, if you don't have enough insurance or you have no insurance, we can still help you.
Correct, and this is at no cost, and the screenings that we cover are breast, cervical, and colorectal cancer screenings at no cost, and that includes follow-up services as well. So any type of diagnostic testing that is further needed for these clients is covered as well through the program.
That's phenomenal.
Yes.
Because there are so many people who have limited means, don't have all the insurance in the world, that could face a threat.
Correct.
And are nervous about checking it out because, oh my God, you know, I have no insurance or I have a large deductible.
Yeah.
You know, this is a major thing. How would people get in touch with you if they had a, let's say, look, I'd love to go for that screening. Now, even if you have insurance, it doesn't matter, you'll still take them.
If they don't have insurance, we will make sure to hook them up somewhere where they can get taken care of. So whoever calls us, we make sure they get taken care of right away. They can call our main number, and our main number is 631-548-6320.
Wonderful. So what else can you tell me about this program?
Well, there is eligibility requirements for the program for the cancer screening. So the eligibility starts at age 40 and older, which is the recommendation for breast and cervical cancer, and then 50 and older for colorectal cancer. They have to be Suffolk County residents, and they, again, like we said, they have to have no insurance or underinsured as well to qualify for the program.
But if I have insurance?
If you have insurance, then we can help you get to a doctor or a facility
that will take the insurance.
That will take the insurance
that's
as well.
Always people worry about that.
Yes, it's very hard to navigate the healthcare system, especially with people that have insurance as well as people that do not have insurance as well.
Who's covered? Who's in my program? What doctor subscribes? I don't want to go and get out of service billing because the doctor is not in the same insurance program I am.
Correct. And again, we screen for breast, cervical, and colorectal cancer. And as far as the breast cancer screenings are concerned, we do clinical breast exams, mammograms. If for some reason there's an abnormality, they go on to diagnostic testing, like they may need a sono.
Like dense breasts.
Correct. Dense breast is a very common thing. Usually it's up to the radiologist's discretion of if they want to order a sono, sometimes a biopsy. And then go from there. And then for cervical cancer, they do pap and pelvic exams, HPV screenings. And again, those are for women 40 and older.
Right. And you're connected with Peconic Bay Medical Center, but you're funded by the New York State Department of Health.
Yes, which is great because that means that we can serve all of Suffolk County, not just Peconic Bay and Riverhead. So we have participating providers all over Suffolk County, from all the way to the East End to Montauk, all the way out west.
Right. And Northwell is a very large health organization.
Correct. And we participate with not just Northwell facilities as well. We participate with other outside providers and private providers to see these patients. We try and make it as convenient as possible for our clients because a lot of them work or they don't have transportation. So we try and make it as easy as possible for them to get screened.
Wow, that sounds great because I know people of limited means are concerned about their health, and they may not always have the financial ability to address health problems as they think, maybe something's wrong here.
Correct.
And they're just nervous about going somewhere or finding the right person. But you can help connect them with providers.
Yes.
You can help pay for this, particularly if they're uninsured or underinsured.
Correct. Correct. Yes. And like we do barrier assessments as well. Like we talked about transportation. Some people don't have transportation. We hook them up with a taxi service or some type of service to get them to and from their appointments as well.
And that will be paid for also?
Yes. Correct.
That's phenomenal, because the bus system in Suffolk County,
horrible.
well, leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
A lot to be desired. And there's a
Yes.
lot of people here. Now, let me ask you something. They have to be residents of Suffolk County.
Correct.
Do they have to be citizens of the United States?
No, they do not. So their immigration status, whether they're documented or not, does not matter.
That's important, because there
Very
are people
important.
that say, you know, I'm not feeling well, I want to get it checked out because I may not be here legally,
Yes.
or I may not have done all the paperwork, or I entered the country. You're only interested in one thing.
Correct.
You're interested in the health of that individual.
Correct.
And making sure that they get whatever their health needs are gets addressed,
Correct.
particularly as it relates to cancer.
Correct. And it's great because our office is bilingual. So we have bilingual workers and case managers and nurses to help assist them every step of the way. So, you know, make them feel comfortable in their own language. And we do have interpreting service as well if they speak anything other than English or Spanish as well.
Tell me about your peer education program.
Well, that will be Dajuon. And
That's
Dajuon is great in that.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, so I am New York State Breast and Prostate Peer Education Project, and I'm a peer educator, which is just a nice, fancy way, long way of saying that I educate my community members on risks and symptoms in breast and prostate. And we also do community resources.
Right.
So if you tell me I can't go get a mammogram, so if I refer to CSP and I say, oh, well, we have CSP and they'll, you know, screen you for free. And you say, oh, I can't go because I don't have transportation, then it would be my job to now find you transportation.
A taxi or something of that nature.
Yep. So we work together with that
Very
instance. Also, I've had, for what any barrier you have, and I always tell people it does not have to be medical. Whatever your barrier is, because a lot of people won't go to the doctor because they're not comfortable in the clothes that they have to wear.
Right.
They're embarrassed to go out, so then I will find you clothing. Or you don't have a doggy sitter, I will find you a doggy sitter. Whatever it is, and I've had some very strange requests, very fun requests, to get your screening. So and I'm not pushy about it. I'm not going to say, oh well, I found you a doggy sitter. Like, when are you going to get your mammo? I'm not like that. But the end result is to get your mammogram or you to talk to your doctor about prostate. We usually start asking people to talk to their doctor about prostate cancer at age 65. We just ask for you to have a conversation with your doctor. But we don't ask, we don't really push you to have the exam. We just want you to start to have the conversation.
Prostate cancer, if I'm not mistaken, is like a #1 cancer among men.
Yes. Yes.
And breast cancer is like a #1 cancer
Yes.
among women.
Yes.
So these are the most prevalent cancers that we have.
Yes.
And they can be life-altering
Yes.
in many ways.
Well, I think a common misconception about prostate cancer is that it is a very slow-growing cancer. And a lot of doctors will tell you, especially if you're older and you get diagnosed, that you'll die from something else before prostate cancer. But I'm like, if it's one of the leading causes of death, then how slow growing is it? And I'm not medical in any way,
Right.
but I just want you to speak to your medical professional about it and just be on top of it and just do everything that you possibly can for it. Because the reason why I got involved in this project was because my grandfather died of prostate cancer. And he got diagnosed and he was dead within 3 months.
Wow.
So he had a very aggressive form, which many people apparently don't have. Right. But you don't want your loved one to be in that small percentage. And I always do, when I do my presentations, I let everybody know it's very upsetting for your loved one to be deceased and it was preventable.
Right, they haven't developed a test yet to determine whether that cancer is going to be aggressive or non-aggressive, other than a biopsy, and
Correct.
Not the most pleasant experience. But it's, yes, most, not all, prostate cancer tends to be slow growing. And if you're old, at some point, if you say 74 years old, they don't look at that seriously if they don't think it's growing quickly. So
most doctors don't recommend you get tested after 70. As per New York State, because they get a lot of false positives during the PSA because of enlarged prostates.
Right.
Because your prostate grows with you as you get older.
But if it's you, you know,
We still
hey,
always
I have a different
encourage
point of view
We
about
do
that.
still always
Yeah.
encourage
Yes.
that everybody
talk to their doctor.
Right.
And
Right. Talk to the doctor,
Yes,
get
correct,
tested,
yeah.
get the
And I'm-
PSA over a series of
Yes.
years so that it can be evaluated against
Yes.
past tests and you have a better understanding of it. But yeah, I mean, because prostate cancer is totally something you can deal with.
Yes.
It can be treated, and there's a lot of different treatments. You know, you could have the prostate out, you could take radiation treatments, cyberknife. So there's all approaches. And breast cancer, I'm sure that's a huge concern for
Yes.
women.
Yes.
No matter what the diagnosis is,
Correct.
that's a concern. No one wants to have cancer in their body.
Of course,
No.
of course. And we do have a lot of supportive things set up, and especially within Peconic. And we have a nurse navigator for patients that are diagnosed with breast cancer as well. We have support groups and financial assistance to set up as well. So, we try and stay with them throughout their treatment as well.
Well, my compliments to Peconic Bay Medical Center. My compliments to the New York State Health Department to funding this program. I'm sure you're going to do a great job, and hopefully everyone listening, if they have any concerns, will call the number.
Yes.
Do you have an email address if someone wants
I
to?
do have an email address. It's Menard@northwell.edu.
We have a lot of people that watch this channel. I think it will be very helpful.
Yes.
We'll try to get the news out, and we'll try to work with you, because this is a wonderful program that can help a great number of people.
Yes,
you.
yes. And thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
And
you again. Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so
I
much.
usually go to a lot of community events, so you will see me out somewhere.
Wonderful.
Yes.